And we welcome you to the Avalanche hosting against the Detroit Redwings from Little Caesars Arena. As we are getting set to get underway the eve of the Stadium Series between the Bruins and Lightning tomorrow at 6:30. As it should be a great game here in this afternoon on this Saturday. Tomorrow, Raymond James Stadium, the home of the Bucks, will be the home to the Stadium Series. The second game this year in Florida, that's outdoors. And all outdoors at that. As we are getting set to get underway in a few between the Avalanche and the Red Wings. As Detroit Red Wings 6th in the NHL, 2nd in the Atlantic, right behind the Lightning, who are 2nd in the NHL. And then the Colorado Avalanche have not hit the double digits yet in the losses category. The only team to do so, 35-8-9. And are only about 10 wins away from maybe clinching a spot in the playoffs. Oh, so dominant this season. Led by, of course, their star defenseman, Cale Makar and Gabriel Landeskog. Really a great team all around compared to the Red Wings. A little bit on the younger side, but still a lot of studs there, such as Andrew Kopp being one of them. Mort Seider also only at 24, their star defenseman. So both teams coming off a 2-game skid. The Red Wings doing a little bit better in that 10. Going 6-2-2 compared to the Avalanche. Half of their losses this season came in the last 10, 4-4-2. Their last loss coming off a 7-3 loss to Montreal, wearing their beautiful Nordiques jerseys. As we'll take a break and come back for the start between the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings on MHS2. And we welcome you as we're about to get set to get underway. Mackenzie Blackwood to start off for the Redwings. And then John Gibson on the other hand. As we are about to get set to get underway for puck drop, and we are off. Cale Makar. They'll lead it out to the far side before playing that through the neutral zone and rounds that to the near wall. Jousting for it, and it breaks up free. Here is Sam Alinsky. Plays it in through the neutral zone, able to catch up to it with Mort Sider. Plays it off the wall, was stuck up for a second by Nichushkin. Now jamming for Mort Sider in there against Nathan McKinnon. From the corner, back through the far side, and zipped ahead there was Marco Kasper. It's Larkin now with speed. Wearing some nice alternate jerseys today are the Red Wings, and the right wing gets stopped in on the corner. Patrick Kane, the best U.S.-born NHLer officially, beating Mike Modano in points, and this is Sam Alinsky. Tried to play the head, stripped away by DeBrincat. Now Kane tried to play that out in front. And still in, Kane with a drive. Trying to go back door. In the neutral zone, it goes out and deep into the Red Wings zone end, and they'll have to reset. At the far corner. Play through the neutral zone now. It's a 2-on-1 to break it in, and he missed wide. And at the near side, here come the Avalanche now with speed. Past the line is Olofsson, stripped away from Kane. Natchez was after him, rather Brock Nelson. And now with speed galloping through the neutral zone, Eric Gustafsson lifts it in deep. Depth line on the defensive side for the Red Wings on, as it's whipped around from Josh Manson. Down the ice it goes. And at the back wall, stopped up by Gibson. And it was stripped away now. Moving in. A try, and it's still loose out in front. It goes out to the corner. Out into the neutral zone and in deep. No icing. Able to stop it was Mackenzie Blackwood. Leads it ahead is out Gerard. Through the neutral zone. Pinballs to the stick of Miders. Siders, and now here come the Red Wings. Strung in deep and at the back wall. Samuel Gerard lost a puck. The Avs now trying to go back the other way. Just went past the skate of an Av in deep. Here come the Red Wings. Played in deep by James Van Riemsdyk. At the corner, it's stopped up and battling is Soderblom. As Allen was stripped away. And at the corner, pinballs onto the stick of Rasmussen, goes around to the far side. Here come the Avs. Brindley in deep. And Larkin able to meet up with the puck. Against Lekkonen, able to break free. And in the neutral zone, send that one in deep. Kasper out in the net front. Makar harassing him. Coming on to the puck with Sam Alinsky. And from the far wall, just leaks through the line. Chirot plays it off the glass. Into the neutral zone. The Avs come back on to Makar. And Nichushkin able to backhand it to his trailer. Now Makar, one of the fastest players in the NHL. Up to the line, throws it at net and missed wide. Ross Colton had the chance there. Chirot out in the neutral zone. This is Samuel Gerard, who plays head up ahead for looking for Nelson. And a whistle. The first one, it took almost 4 minutes. As right off that hop, the .16:13 here on the clock. here in the first period. DeBrincat, 30 goals on the season. DeBrincat up to the line, Siders, frozen at net, went out to the corner. And here come the Avalanche now. Tried to play that ahead and out a foot race. Able to get to it was Russ Colton. Siders. It's flung around and out the near side. It's Nelson who plays that one back at the far side. Weaving his way in is Nelson. Plays it up to the near side for Colton, who zips that one around. Getting pressured by Gustafson on the near side. Here come the Redwings. DeBrincat now gaining speed past in the neutral zone. Colton on the trailer and sends it rink wide, and a drive and a save. Mackenzie Blackwood used to play for the Devils for a bit. Off the draw. Gustafson ladles it into the corner. Getting pressured along the wall was Finney. Finney, pressure by Malinsky. Zipped around as Gustafson, pressuring after him was Kiviranta. And now Alexandine Pelika at the far side, able to shake off a defender. Rattles through the neutral zone in deep, no icing. Shots one aside here in the first 5. So 14:59 on the clock, no score now. Kelly plays that to the left circle. And now going to pull it back. Drury, he sends that one in deep. Parker Kelly getting harassed by Red Wing up to the line. Gerard a drive and a save. Gets back, another save by Gibson. Here comes Comfer. Plays it off the back wall. Flying in there with Zakhar Bardakov. And that one is taken away. Ridley, back up to the line, Gerard, galloping through the line, zips it at net, deflected wide, and at the corner. Looking for momentum, Gerard now, back pass to Makar, and a shot, and that one was blocked. And now sends that one down out of the near circle. Makar, driving glove down, another try, off the inside of the post, and missed. Had a golden opportunity, and the Avalanche have to step back. It's Samuel Gerard. 13:53. Into the back wall. McKinnon with speed. Up to the point. As Burns send that one in deep. Now Gerard. Rather, that's Lehkonen. Larkin in there, pressuring, harassing him, trying to break the puck free into Shushkin's hair. As Lucas Raymond popped out to Larkin. Getting pressured is Marco Kasper along the Red Wings bench. Nichushkin breaks out to the stick of McKinnon. Leads one ahead for Burns. He scores! And the Avalanche lead 1-0. Brian Burns on his first shift. And the Avalanche strike first. So now 13-16, the Avalanche strike first. Off the draw. Josh Manson holding on to it of the circle. 26-1-4 when scoring first, a crazy stat line. Showing how good this Avalanche team is. Of course, the Stanley Cup contender. Kane getting harassed at the corner. Zips that one around. DeBrincat. And now with Ben Sherratt. Across the line to Kopp. Plays that back to the line to break it in. A shot missed wide. Gustafson into the back wall. Kopp trying to hook that one along and out of the near side. And a penalty as Nelson touched up. Him for 2 minutes for holding. We'll take a break and be back. The 136 meeting all time. A lot of hatred in this rivalry. So now we'll head to the power play with 12:29. Off the draw. Able to keep it in with Siders, but he was forced out of the zone. Siders lifts it back. Raymond now through the neutral zone. Plays that back to Larkin out the near side. Sandine Pellicott. In deep of the back wall. Raymond. Ram deep. Pellicott up to the line. Siders. Sandine Pellicott. Siders drive. And it went wide. Raymond out of the back wall. Plays that back up to the line. Siders. Raymond now from the right circle. Curls back. Line Sider. Raymond trying to play with him. Getting harassed around by Burns and out of play with 1:16. Just about 45 seconds tipped off the power play. Top on the draw against Brock Nelson. And deflected into the bench. 11:41. As with 11:41. Right off the draw. It is one. And in deep, Gerard meeting with the puck. Kopp harassing him. Lip down the ice. Off the nice hook shot. Gibson ladles it back for Gustafson with speed around the net. He plays that back to Brinkett now. Through the neutral zone to Kane with speed. Through the neutral zone. Casper. Marco Casper. Here's Patrick Kane in the near corner. Out of the zone with 42 seconds. Gustafson plays that one back to Kane. Right wing to Brinkett. Through the line in, out of the zone. Gustafson. Raymond from the Larkin tip, and Raymond through the line. 14 seconds to go on the power play. And ladled out of the zone by Jack Drury. Larkin plays that back. Johansson now through the line, able to put on the brakes and offsides as Raymond, I believe, got a little happy. Having trouble with that entry with Tim 31. Off the draw. And the penalty killed. That's whipped around. Malinsky back up to the line. Johansson able to screw it in deep. Malinsky. Circle pass. This is Makar. Gets it off on now. Exiting through is Nishushkin. Past the line. Harassed and the puck stripped away by JT Comfer. Lekanen to McKinnon. Hurling through the outside, able to find some room now, trying to skew through two players. Could not, as Siders was on him. Throws that net, score! It's Nathan McKinnon! Took a deflection out in front, and it's all Avs early! Nathan McKinnon was curling through the outside, and from the line, just a beautiful shot off the post and in. In deep in the corner. Nelson there at the near side. Jamming for it. And back up to the line. And trying to get that stripped away now. 2-on-1 to break it on the near side with Kane. The break-in shot deflected out in play. A beautiful defensive play by Gerard. We'll take a break. 2-0 Avalanche. .938. Patrick Kane broke Mike Madonna's record. Most points by a U.S.-born player. Michael Rasmussen on the draw. Up to the line. Gustafson throws it at net. Missed wide. At the back wall. Getting harassed. Michael Rasmussen plays that through and taken away. A 3-on-2 almost across the red line. Eric Gustafson on the retrieval. Got harassed by Gushkin as this is Josh Manson. Jack Drury through the neutral zone. Out to the left wing. Gerard now. Plays that back off the post. Oh, he had a golden opportunity. Almost 3-0 Avalanche. At the back wall. Here's Sherratt. Through the neutral zone. As coming in is Raymond. Larkin. There on the near side. Sherratt drive at net. It whispered out to Blackwood. .8:33 as the Avalanche lead lead the shot total 5-3, 2-0 on the score for them. Rough start for John Gibson. At the near wall, back up to the line. Sherratt drive, and Casper there trying to bat it out of midair. It's Brian Burns. Got taken away, and it goes in deep. On it is Josh Manson. He plays that around to the back wall. Burns, McKinnon now. Ahead of the neutral zone. It's Nishushkin through the line. Throws it at net. Popped up. Casper there. And it's Nishushkin. McKinnon. Pass to the near side. Tried to circle. In deep of the near circle. Almost got played out in front. Walensky. Cal McCarr to McKinnon. Through center. Out of the near side, went off the boards. Johansson from Snyder. Through the neutral zone. And at the corner, Kopp is there. Malinsky. Landeskog there. McCarr. Chips it ahead. Nelson. Across the ice. Back Malinsky. Whisper at net and a save. Popped out into the far circle. Here's Kane. In the neutral zone, DeBrincat now through the line. Out of the near circle, throws it at net and a save. Here come the Avalanche. Colton in deep on net, and a save by Gibson. That'll count as a shot, I believe. It will. So 7-4 the shot total. Gustafson under 7 minutes here in the first. Gustafson got broken up. Kivi Ranta was there harassing him. Sandin Pelika. 2 men on him. Avalanche pressuring in the neutral zone. JT Comfer with the puck. He dropped it back. Here's Mason Appleton. And a whistle with 6:34. Played with a high stick. Off the draw. Back of the far side. Taken away, still jamming for it. Kept it at the point. From the line, deflection and net off the side of the net. McCarr. Now his speed through the outside. One of the fastest players in the NHL. In deep. Sherratt, 2 number 8s after each other. Lekkonen. McKinnon there. Shovels and taken away. Bernard Docker. In deep. Colton was there. Trouble. Score! No! Actually, rather was save. No score there. Oh my. Two nothing Avalanche with 5:59. $5:59 to go as the Avalanche up by 2 here in the first period. And deep, and no icing there at the back wall. Now the near side Brinkett plays that through the right wing into Mort Sider. Kane through to DeBrincat, in deep, down to the far side. Jousted for it, and Mort Sider. The far side. On the right wing, Burns, the oldest player in the NHL, has one today. That one was stuck up by Gibson. $5:11 to go in the first. McKinnon has a goal and assist today. And having a great game with Bernard Docker. Docker led that ahead and went off the stick. McCarr at the far side. In at the near side, played ahead, McKinnon. Throws it off the back wall and to the far side. Back up to the point. McCarr able to dance through, man. McCarr in, shot, save, and behind Gibson, but he was able to squeeze his knees and keep it covered with 4:46. They have had a golden opportunity right there. As was Cale McCarr. Nice shot at net. He went through his blocker and right still was able to squeeze his legs and keep it covered with 4:46. Off the draw, won by Detroit. And on the near side, Appleton was after it and ladled ahead from Kelly. Mort Sider plays ahead through the far side. Moves in, cross corner. I'll play that long. Once played ahead, Parker Kelly. Taken away by Comfort. He was tripped up, and a penalty on Keller, and Detroit will get its second power play of the day. As they're 0 for 1, and Parker Kelly may have saved a breakaway right there. Tripping call right there. And, that may not have been a penalty. It's almost, he stepped on a skate more than his stick. The skate stepped on his stick. They're going to call a penalty right there with 4:15. Raymond Larkin came to bring Kid Insider on. Need a goal really right here to get right back in the game. Next goal is so important. Either a 3-goal lead or a 1-goal deficit. Sider to bring it in. Shot deflected wide and out of play. Alex Tangway, the assistant coach, 2001 Stanley Cup champion with the Avalanche here in Hockey Town. Able to lift that one across for Kane. Plays it around to Brinkett. Up to the line, Raymond. Up high, Sider. Raymond down to the circle. Shot and that deflected wide by his own man, Kane. Now the far side, Larkin. Back to Sider. Down to Raymond. Save, and the rebound still there. And out of play. Out of the zone and in deep into Detroit's end. Sider. Getting pressure by Lehkonen. He drops that back, Raymond. Past the line, Larkin. Through the neutral zone to Brinkett. Spins in deep, Larkin. Out of the zone. 3:17, Gibson. Gustafson. Casper now through the neutral zone. It's Kopp. At the back wall. Kiviranta knocked down, sending Pelika. Kopp up to the line of Van Riemsdyk. Gustafson throws it at net, deflected. Casper was there. Kopp lifts that around. 32 seconds on the power play. Gustafson throws that one in deep and stripped away by Makar, able to intercept it. Lehkonen taken away by Gustafson. Plays it up high. Sandy Pelika driving a save. With 2:36 and 21 on the power play. Nice save right there. Is he able to cradle it with his stomach? Off the draw. Gustafson throws it to Kane. Holds on it across Gustafson. Sandy Pelika holding on. Sandy Pelika across and at the back wall, Kane. Taken away. Sandy Pelika almost got stripped away, and he does. Nelson. Kelly now off the box and missed wide. I don't think Gibson saw it. Kane. It's up the line. Makar gets a trailer, and the Shushkin in, stops on a dime and whispered wide. It took a funky bounce and out of the zone. Inside 2 minutes of the first. Larkin ahead of the near side. Throws it at net, a right pad save. Sherrod in deep in the back wall. Rasmussen up to the line. Throws it at net and a save. Coming up big was Blackwood Raymond. Larkin now in the middle. It is Rasmussen at the corner. Malinsky pressuring him. McKinnon. Back on the far side. There was Bernard Docker. Along the wall, Raymond. "35 seconds of zone time for the Red Wings. Larkin into the corner. Rasmussen at the back wall. Larkin plays it off the back iron. Up to the point. Sherratt into the corner. Took a deflection. Raymond. Far circle. Throws it at net. Oh, and a beautiful opportunity right there. Johansson. Raymond. Out in front and looking for Larkin. Larkin able to cradle on it. Long ozone shift. Keeping it in as Siders. Over a minute. 27 seconds to go in the first. At the line. Siders a drive and a save. Right, it was broken up. Out in front. 16 seconds. Johansson now through the neutral zone. Lifts that one in deep with 7 seconds to go. Out in front and out of the zone. A nice kill off at the end by the Avalanche to end off the period. 21-0-3 after leading the first period for the Avalanche. And we welcome you back for the start of the second period between the Avalanche and the Redwings. It's all Avalanche early. Brent Burns was one of the first goal, the oldest player of the NHL. And then Nathan MacKinnon wrapped around through the outside, faked it to Makar, and then from the high slot, able to skew through two players for a second, decided to rattle back, and then whisked one at net, and it made it 2-0 after going through a screen off the post. So that's how it's been for the Avalanche. Over 200 feet, skated right there alone on that play. Off the draw, two players fell onto the ice. It was Lehkonen and Lucas Raymond in deep. Albert Johansson on the near corner. That's played ahead. Through the neutral zone, goes in deep into the Avalanche end, and an icing called with about 20 seconds into the second period. And Malinsky stripped away into the full race. Raymond trying to game through the line. Larkin half through the near side. Raymond throws it at net, deflected out in front. And Malinsky back the other way. In deep into the Red Wings end. Icing called with 19:20. With and without Devon Taves, 6 losses compared to the 2 with Devon Taves. 13th straight game out with an upper body injury. Tendim Pelika on his own net. Victor Olofsson on the pressure. Rattles off the wall. Kane on the right wing wall in the neutral zone. Looking for Kopp. Just went past his stick. Burns fanned on the ring around. Burns gets a puck right back. Pinballs onto the stick of Olofsson. And now Olofsson through the neutral zone. He throws that one in deep. Rattles around to the far wing. Oh, 2 players collided. Nelson was one of those. Nelson, wearing number 11, swings out front and scores! Ross Colton! And it's all Avalanche. They have a field goal lead now. As it's 3-0. At the near side, Kelly. Been a rough day to be a Red Wings fan, to say the least. Comfer through the far side. Number 67 right there on it. That was Middleton. The far wing. Gerard with Kelly on the far side. Into the back wall. Here come the Red Wings through the neutral zone. Red Wings need something here. Comfort on the back wall. Throws that one out in front. Appleton was out in front. And now here comes Bridley through the neutral zone. Around to the far side. Here come the Red Wings. Appleton throws it at net and gloved up by the goaltender, Blackwood. 17:29 to go here in the second. All Avalanche 3-0. They're the Red Wings. You need one here. You can't exit the second period. Hell, even the halfway mark, down by 3. It'll be a hard task to come back in. Parker Kelly got ladled out and a penalty. Parker Kelly got sideswiped by Gustafson. Off the draw, it's Makar from the line. Makar down low, Lehkonen. Cale Makar from the line. Right wing Nilsson, holding on to it. Intercepted through the high slot, McKinnon back on it, off the deflection. Nelson off the slot along. Squib down low to Nichushkin. Up high Nelson. Whips it across Makar. And tees one up and missed. McKinnon on the back wall to Nichushkin. Right point, Makar, Nelson back at it. Playing with him, Makar down low. McKinnon out in front, save! And still out in front, and at the near point, Makar. McKinnon. Set to the Lehkonen, back up to the line. Makar takes one up, save, rebound, and it stays out! Wow! Somehow, some way. And almost had a chance to go in. Wow. Let's see. Right off, rattled to the stick, and somehow kept out. Off the draw. Rattles up to the point. Makar through the line. He throws it to the right wing. Nelson from the far wall. Down low the corner. Nichushkin. Far wall. Nelson. Up Makar with a drive. Oh. Got a lot of power on that one. Nelson. Down low Nichushkin. Up high. Nelson. Near side. Makar. Nelson save. Sherratt. Lehkonen there. The corner. Larkin trying to break it for Nichushkin, gets to it at the line. Nichushkin at the right wing. McKinnon, only 15% conversion on the power play, 4th in the NHL. Makar. McKinnon now with speed. Beautiful move down low. Nelson tees one up. Makar tees it across, and it rattled wide. Makar. Down low, McKinnon sets it was out in front. Lehkonen there and a save at the far corner. That was Rasmussen. Nelson there getting pressured again. Jacob Bernard Docker. Nichushkin. Bernard Docker at the far side. Lehkonen reverses. Larkin there. Rattles out to the stick of Gustafson. Maybe a 2-on-1. Near side with Rasmussen across. Rasmussen save. Makar now with speed through the neutral zone. McKinnon looking across. Gerard. Down low goes from Colton. Rattles out looking for the stick of Kane. Kopp was swiping at it. Makar. Almost a 3-minute shift for him. Gerard at the line. And almost got taken away. Now moving in is Olofsson. A drive and a save with Gibson coming up big right there with 14:32. Had a couple of great chances right there, just couldn't capitalize on that power play. Off the drive. Throws it at net. Save. I may have been blocked right out in front. Back the other way. Look for Appleton. And it's Manson. Gustafson there to the far side. Sandy and Pellica up there at the line. Next up, out of play with 14-13. (14-13) here. And quite really in between the benches. Reported 19-6-4 since December 1st for the Red Wings. JT Confer on the draw against Colton. Off the draw. Back up to the line, Sandine Pellica whips it at net, deflected up and over. That may have fallen off the helmet. Battling out in front of the crease, Sandine Pellica. Hanson and Appleton were the ones going at him. Pellica zips that one ahead through the neutral zone and in deep. After it was Manson. Finney was there. And now number 42 with a puck, Josh Manson. Finney's there. Taken away. It's Manson now with speed. Plays that one up and in deep. In deep. On the outlet, just out of the reach of Appleton. And Gerard got there, touching up the icing with 13-26, wearing number 49. The jersey matchup, a great one. The Avalanche in their standard white jerseys, and the Red Wings in their, I believe, reverse retro. A very nice jersey at that. Alternate jersey. With the brown gloves. Off the draw, McKinnon lost it. It's flipped ahead. And down the ice. Blackwood. At the back wall, McCarr now. In his own end. The right-handed shot, Burns, plays that one in deep. Nichushkin got stuck up by the boards. Sandine Pellica, Larkin, plays that up. Raymond there, Larkin, backhand trailing from the puck now, retrieves it back. Larkin, across the line. In the neutral zone, here come the Avs. Nichushkin, held on, looking for McCarr, and in deep in the near corner. Off the wall. Down the ice it goes. Taylor McCarr out in front, all alone in a save. Oh, he had to open right there. Marco Kasper had an opportunity that was golden, right out in front. Detroit, rough start for them. Russ Colton with the goal. 12:34. Off the draw. Back to the line. Throws it at net and missed wide. At the near corner. Out of the zone, it's Siders. Through the neutral zone, left wing. Throws that one in deep. Soderblom was there. Number 21, James Van Riemsdyk plays that one in deep. That one's taken away by Soderblom, able to intercept the pass, and Moritz Seider drive. And back up to the point. Johansson plays that across. Moritz Seider, hand deep to the back wall. JVR, harassed by Gerard. Rasmussen protecting against Manson, up to the line. Johansson, in deep. JVR, taken away. Goal, Kiviranta. Here's Moritz Seider. At the right circle. Plays that across. Here's Moritz Seider. Cobb taken down and icing. Only a few games out from the Olympic break. Off the draw, the tie-up. Moritz Seider through the neutral zone. Malinsky in deep to the back wall. Near corner, Seider. Tips that one ahead. Bernard Docker. Battling for it, Seider's there. Ahead and in deep. Whistle there with 10:52. And here off the draw, McKinnon there. He'll reverse back. Puts on the brakes, throws that net, deflected there. Still loose out in front, Kane able to free it up. It's McKinnon. Here's Kane. Ahead of the neutral zone. At the right point, Lehkonen. From the corner, knocked down by Moritz Seider. McKinnon was also in that fray. Malinsky. High up and out of play. Oh, that one almost went over the netting. Behind the net. 10-20. And fanned on the first face-off. Off the draw, tie up one by the Red Wings as Casper, Larkin, and number 23, Lucas Raymond had it stripped away. Here's Colton with speed on the outside. So the trailer, Nelson, having trouble getting harassed by Eric Gustafson. Gustafson has it at the near side. Leads that one ahead of one-on-one. Dylan Larkin now. Dangerous here. A shot went wide. They need someone to go here if you're the Red Wings. Raymond on the outside pass from the far point. Flips it in deep. Popped up at the back wall. Casper. Held on with the break. Sandy Pellicup to the line. Throws that net. Glove down by Blackwood with 9:34. We'll take a break. 9:34, 3-0 Avalanche. Some interesting thing is that a lot of the players today have the flu for the Red Wings. .934. Here in the second, off the draw. There's just a hat that flew up in the stands and at the line. Out of the zone, Kelly on the forecheck. Holding on to the puck. And taken away. Jerry tees one up for Kelly and he missed wide at the far side. Kiwi Ronta. Fighting for it, jousting. Parker Kelly up to the line. Throws it at net and out of the zone. Gerard plays that one across. Gustafson off the wall. Gerard holding on to it through the neutral zone, thrown in deep. At the corner. Sider whips that one around. Followed the puck. Oh, his own shot on goal was Gavin Bridley. In the near circle. Soderblom off the draw. Here come the Avalanche. Plays that across on the right wing. And in deep at the far corner. It'll be played ahead. And now here come the Red Wings through the zone at the left wing. Throws it at net. And a save as that one just whispered right to the goaltender. 8:06 to go. The Red Wings looking for something to go. Off the draw. Right point. Larkin. Here's Raymond. Tried to throw that one off the net. Off the skate. Larkin. At the far wall. Plays that one at net. Saved by Blackwood with a blocker. Into the near corner. And at the back wall. Larkin with it. Holding on to the far side. Rippets that one to Casper. Reversing. Oh, went away from McCarr. One of the great edgers. Throw that net and a save. Blackwood coming up big there after really rare to see a lost. Got McCarr lost. 7:37 to go in the second. Shots are 16-14. Detroit out shooting, but Colorado up by 3. Off the draw. Sider. The far side, trying to play that one in deep at the corner. Kopp. Olofsson. At the back wall, throws that one out in front. Still is pinballs again and a save. Back the other way, here come the Avalanche. Thrown in deep for Manson. Johansson gets to it. Johansson plays it ahead and in deep at the corner off the deflection. Manson. DeBrincat on the forecheck, so is Kopp. Here's Nichushkin. To the right wing. Manson across the line. He throws out across. Nichushkin missed wide. Oh, he had a golden opportunity right there. Kane. Out to the far side, and here come the Red Wings. Ben Sherratt past the red line and in deep. At the far side, it was Larkin and Nichushkin back the other way, and now McKinnon racing through the neutral zone. And the near side, Lehkonen plays it along into the right wing. Larkin deflected and hopped to the stick. Pinballs out, throws it down and scores! A terrible turnover, and Nathan McKinnon caps it off in a 4-0 lead for the Avalanche. Just had a wide open 6x4. And that might be the game early. An early dagger as from the circle to play that across. John Gibson obviously frustrated. Draw. Hey, this Detroit already going out quite fast off of that center ice draw. Gustafsson, Parker Kelly offsides. Just a terrible turnover. It led to the goal. It was McKinnon through the neutral zone. Then Lehkonen was going to play that one in. Larkin misplayed. It was just multiple misplays, and then just found McKinnon down low. That's number 2 for the goals. "41st of the season for McKinnon. And he laid a nice little body right there. And a bad turnover almost once again. Appleton gets the puck off the pinball. 2-on-2 across the line. Definitely close to offsides right there. Finney on the forecheck. Burns has 1 goal today. And it's batted from the line. Gustafsson went off of JT Compher. Backhand, nobody home. Two players just collided with each other. Van Riemsdyk in, centers that one across, looking for Rasmussen. Here come the Avalanche of 3-on-2, Taylor and McCarr. Bartikov was one there. Soderblom. Johansson at the back wall. Here he goes. Johansson crossed the line. Gerard there. He'll throw that one to the near side. Trying to get the Avs going. Ridley's there. The right wing, Gerard. Holding on to it. Looking. He'll whip that one across the line. 4:39. Walensky at the near wall. Throws that net, saved by Gibson. Some extras after. Kane in there, Johansson. We'll take a break with 4:28. 4-0 Avalanche. Nate Dogg with the goal. He has 2 goals and assists tonight, 3 points total. Off the draw. It deflected off and into the far corner. DeBrincat. Back through the neutral zone, Patrick Kane. Looking for Colton. He gets there. Colton plays that one in deep. Johansson's there. Johansson pressured on the boards. Colton. Jousting for it still. Johansson was there, so is Kane. And Colton up to the point. Thrown at net from Burns. And a 3-on-2. And Kane gives it off to throws it at net. Save and out of play. As Casper is the one who did the back pass to DeBrincat. And with 3:47. Still 4-0 Colorado on 16 shots. Hop versus McKinnon on the draw. Off the draw. Throws it at net and saved. Off the draw. Here come the Avalanche through the neutral zone. Try to funnel that one ahead. Sherratt. Down the ice it goes, and icing called. Merciful draw at the point. Makar funnels that one. Malinsky a drive and a save. Still they're out in front. Here come the Wings. Raymond. Clockered away and out of play. Off the draw. Here come the Avalanche. Parker Kelly ladles that one ahead. The far side. Jousting for it. And the Pelico was there. They're not darker. And a penalty with 2:47. As really not what the Red Wings needed. It's been all Avalanche this game, even from the beginning. Then the Achilles heel for the Avalanche. The power play only converting on 15%, 0 for 2. They're 0 for 1 tonight. Nichushkin with steam. Throws it ahead and a save. First one, false start. Nelson on the draw. Tie up. One by Larkin, and he scooped that one down the ice. .129. McKinnon. Ladles out ahead. Makar. Chushkin. Down the ice it goes. Nathan McKinnon with head of steam. Past the neutral zone. Tried to play that one back. And backhanded down the ice. .144. 55 seconds to go on the power play for out the Avalanche. McKinnon through the neutral zone. Off the entry. Lekanen back up to the line. Makar. McKinnon. Plays it across. Makar moving in and missed the net. McKinnon. Chushkin. McKinnon looking to play that one across and out of the zone. Makar getting pressured by Kopp. Backhands after the neutral zone. McKinnon to Nelson. Past the line. Colton. Almost taken away. McKinnon able to spin free. looking through the hat trick and a save. McCarr. McKinnon a drive and blocked. 9 seconds to go on the power play. McCarr a drive and a save. Paddle did another save. Stillis to McKinnon and a save. Had a wide open net and robbing him was Gibson. At the corner. Sider's there. Johansson. Here come the Wings. A 2-on-1. JT Comfer to the left wing. Finney! Off the inside of the post. Back off to Finney. At the back wall. It looked like it went in for a second. Marco Kasper up to the line. Sandin Pelika. 14 seconds to go. With the backhand still loose out in front. And out into the near side. Kasper another drive and it's still loose and a save. Some extras after JT Comfer. Getting into it after. Kennan looks a little angry. $7.4. Let's see right here with McKinnon. Oh, he just missed the net. Would have had a hat trick. And then there's Detroit back the other way on the 2-on-1. Finney. Off the crossbar right there. And then McKinnon. I don't know why McKinnon was in there. So it'll be a 4-4 with 2 minutes. All lost for the Red Wings. They need something. Even with 7.4. Marco Kasper on the draw against. That's Parker Kellyan. 7.4 off the draw. Burns wins it. Holds on to it. Thrown into the boards by Kasper, and that'll do it. So 2 in the first and second for the Avalanche, and it's 4-0 after the second. And we'll welcome you back for the start of the third period. It's been all Avalanche really this whole game. There's been not much happening for the Red Wings. They've not scored yet. Most of these players though most of the team has been suffering really with the flu. It's been just all Avalanche. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second. Nathan McKinnon was the one. May put in an early dagger into this game. Still 20 minutes to play. Has 2 goals today. 1 assist also. 1 goal away from a hat trick and 4 points. 3 total points right now. It's all been Nate Dogg. Over 200 feet skated on that second goal. The first one was just a wicked wrister that got through a screen with Valerie Nichushkin right out in front. Cam Talbot to start off the third period. They're going to change in goal. 11-7-4 record. 893 save percentage. 2.9 on goals against. And we are off for the third period. 4-on-4 extra minute for an extra 140. 4-on-4 extra room on the ice. Patrick Kane with Larkin. 1 goal could turn into much more if possible. Valerie Nichushkin. It's Cale Makar. To the near side. Johansson holding on to it. Throws it through the neutral zone. A 2-on-2 across the line to Larkin. To the trailer. Kane missed the net. Gustafsson able to get it there. With room. Larkin a drive and another save. Out shooting the Avalanche by about 3 shots. Larkin. Boy, Volker right there. Points of the season, 26-22. The first and second. Third period / OT, 43. 68 players with 43 plus total points this season. 106 on the 4-on-4. Curling. And Eric Gustafsson dances around Drury. Around to the point. Putting on the brakes is Sandeem Pellikka. Drops it back. DeBrincat now. Grabs some speed on the outside, trying to dance around Lehkonen. Screened by Gustafsson. Throws that one in deep on the backhand shovel. And Manson just put in the body. On number 23, Lucas Raymond. Raymond on the foretrack against Jack Drury. Almost stripped away. Here comes Manson now. Maybe a quick odd man rush, almost a 2-on-1. Sandeem Pellikka behind his own net, 23 seconds on the Detroit. And Avalanche 4-on-4. From Burns. In the neutral zone, played for Carolina last year. Here's Appleton. Draw pass. Gustafsson to the right wing. Through the neutral zone, Malinsky. Appleton's there, Malinsky. Finney on the forecheck. Brett Burns to McKinnon. Through the neutral zone. Chushkin, the drop pass. Brock Nelson, former Isle. And Burns off a drive. And through traffic and blocked. Sherratt out of the zone. Finney on the foretrack against Cale Makar. Makar was through and tried to zip that one ahead and in deep. Shots 20-17. Scoring chances 14-11 though for the Avalanche. Manson had a big hip check right on Lucas Raymond. .41 to go in the third. Throws it at net, deflected, and a save. 21st shot of the day for the Red Wings. Another 22nd. In deep at the near side. Colton turns back to touch back. 29-0-0. We're leading after the second period for the Avs. Up at the line from the right point. Mort Sider down to the far side. In deep to the corner. At the back wall. Rasmussen throws that net save. The far side, Mort Seider. In deep to the corner. Rasmussen up to the line. Johansson from the point. Throwing at net. Missed wide. Mort Seider out of the zone. Brindley from the back wall. Corner. Tried to reverse. Top. Leads that one ahead of 2-on-2. Patrick Kane rimming through the outside. Plays that to the trailer. Gustafsson lost his grip. Gustafsson throws it at the net. Going off the stick of Nelson and stays up. And now settles down to the far corner. Malinsky taken away from Kopp. But a turnover. Stretching his stick was Larkin trying to get past him. Malinsky off the wall. Nelson. Gustafsson there. Meeting at the far circle in his own end. Larkin at the near wall in the neutral zone. Past the line. Went off the skate of Kane and stays up at the near point and in deep. Malinsky touching up are the Red Wings. Brent Burns wearing number 84 to Colton, 20. Past the line and in deep. At the back wall, Sherratt to Raymond. Almost stripped away, throwing at net and missed wide to the right of Talbot. Manson at the back wall, throws it at net and out of play. 15:45. Down the ice it goes. Here's Finney. 3-on-2 across the line. Throws it at net. Blocker save as that one was fought up by Blackwood. In the wing zone end. Bernard Darker played that ahead. Sherratt off the trailer from Raymond. JT Comfort backhands it in. On the forecheck, Finney. From the point, Sherratt. In deep to the corner. Burns. At the back wall, put into the wall. Jousting for it. From the far wing. It's played ahead through the neutral zone. JT Comfer on there. In deep. Talbot. Johansson. Far wall plays that back. In the neutral zone, Rasmussen. Johansson now. Through the neutral zone and in deep. Across to the right wing, pokes it. Out of the zone, and now Lehkonen puts on the brakes. Mort Seider on him. McKinnon on the outside, looking for the hat trick. Lehkonen, right wing. Makara now plays that down low. And Johansson's there. Malinsky whips that one in deep. Lehkonen. McKinnon throws it across and he's saved by Talbot. Just barely hit the squeeze the knees to make sure it didn't go through him. If the Avalanche win this game, they hit the 80-point threshold. Top plays it ahead through the neutral zone. Nelson plays it back. Near side, it's Burns. Larkin. Burns holding on, circling. Holton leads that one ahead off the wall. Down a foot race, moving in, and a save by Talbot. 13:33. 18th shot today for Colorado. All Colorado 4-0 with 13:33. We'll take a break. Long-standing rivalry between these two teams. And all Avalanche in this affair. Rasmussen plays that across in the neutral zone from the right wing. Held on, throws that one across. Oh, pinballs and a save! Oh, a beautiful save right there from Blackwood with a left glove. 13-17 to go in the third. Off the draw, first one. Kelly and Rasmussen on the draw. Off the draw, one. Plays that to the left wing. Gustafson throws that one in. At the back wall, here comes Kelly. Out of the zone. In deep to the corner. To the far wing, it's funneled. At the point in the neutral zone, here come the Avs. Soderblom. Here's Burns, spins back. Guard sail on the ice. To the neutral zone. They lost sight of the puck and now moving in was Joel Kiviranta. Comfer taken away. Here's Jack Drury, stuck up, and now throws it out in front. In all alone, hit the post, a rebound, score! Parker Kelly, and it's 5-0. And that's gonna probably do it. Wings fans head to the exits. First try hit the post. The rebound though, and the backhanded in. Jushkin. Here comes DeBrincat to the right wing. Parker Kelly lips that around through the neutral zone. Marco Kasper breaks off the icing. Makar forces him into the boards, kicked off the wall. Nice play there. Raymond centers DeBrincat there. To the Avs, back the other way. On the far side, Makar. And now, McKinnon looking for the hat trick. Nichushkin up to the line. Makar, Nichushkin. Down to the far wing. McKinnon in, throws wide. Nichushkin from the corner. Back up to the line. Fake the tee. Makar. Up to the line. Nichushkin reverses, throws at net, and a save. Kasper. Here's Malinsky. Off the wall. Plays it ahead to Larkin on the seam, moving in, and fanned on the shot. Top. Sherratt throws that down low from the circle. Thrown at net. Save. Once again by Blackwood. 25th shot of the day. Ending offsides. Had to touch up. Here come the Avalanche through the neutral zone. Blocked out on the line. Looking to dive up Colton. Larkin. Top now. Drink wide, Larkin. Cuts it to Kane, and he just couldn't get on it. Here come the Avs through the neutral zone. Here come the Red Wings, Larkin. The far wall, plays it across. In deep, off the goaltender, and Gustafson. From the line, Burns, frozen at net, save. The far wing. Fought off, and now here come the Avalanche. Manson. Here is now number 16 for the Avalanche. Taylor Makar. In deep of the back wall. Cam Talbot leads that one ahead, and in the neutral zone. Thrown in deep. Whips it around at the far side. In deep, Blackwood. Brett Burns, number 84, the oldest player in the NHL. The far wall, thrown in deep. Around at the corner. After a rough road trip, this will just end it off. As the Avs will take off the win most likely with 8:53. From the point. Almost taken away and did not get taken away. Finney, rather more Sider. Far wing, largest deficit since November 20th. Sider through the neutral zone. Backhanded in deep at the back wall, Gerard. Getting harassed and out of the zone. Down the ice and an icing called with 8:26. At the back wall. Whipped ahead in the neutral zone. DeBrincat leads that one ahead through the neutral zone. Raymond in. Shot save. Rebound Kasper off the side of the net. Raymond up to the line from the right point. Thrown at net again. And whispered wide. Kasper whips that one around to the right wing. Out in front and trying to twist and turn, a save by Blackwood. Raymond moving in now through the back wall. Harassed it. Oh, he just threw him down to Brinkett. From the line, Gustafson, right circle, shot, missed wide. And poked that one. Here's Kane. Through in the neutral zone. Johansson harassed by Colton. Johansson moving in on the outside. Back wall Johansson up to the line. Mort Sider down low. Off the skate of Kane. Wings fans starting to boo. Johansson past the line. Hansen lips that one across. Goes in deep. Off the change, McCarr missed wide. And that was not Kill, that was Taylor McCarr. We'll take a break. 5-all. 5-0 all Avalanche. Off to draw. They hit in the neutral zone. Gerard. On near side. Lays it in deep to the back wall. Far wing thrown in deep. That's to the near corner. That's Keaton Middleton, who leads that one ahead now. Moving in, and he's able to reverse. Gavin Bridley. Room lost his edge, and a man went hopping over him. That was Finney. Back the other way. Thrown in deep into the near corner. Middleton out there. Gerard plays it at the right wing. Bernard Darker. Jack Shurry. Moves through into the corner. That's Bernard Darker, who is getting harassed. Back up to the line. Burns a drive, deflected wide. Out of the near wall. Drury up to the line, whispered one wide. Whistling puck right there, as this is Parker Kelly has a goal today. Johansson off the wall. Soderblom. Parker Kelly. Back wall, Burns. Oldest player in the NHL. In the neutral zone, Mort Sider. Johansson. Down to the far corner, almost stripped. Burns at the back wall. Kiviranta harassed and out of the zone. Huckinen was there, and here comes Casper in his own end. Hit through the far circle. Nichushkin. Coming for it, 4:33. Here in the third, it's been all Avalanche. Brinkett throwing at net and goes around. Whistled around to the outside near. Makar ahead. Malinsky has a whipping McKinnon. Just topped over his stick. Marco Casper there at the corner. .27 saves from Mackenzie Blackwood. The neutral zone, Brock Nelson. Out of the zone. And goes in on it and to the back corner. Manson's there. Carr. Block, turnover, Larkin up to the line. Throw it at net. Oh, that one just went right way over the net with 3:33. Take a break. 5-0 Colorado. And we'll welcome you back. 3:33 to go. 5-0. Off the draw. Faked. Gustafson wide. At the corner, Parker Kelly. Down the ice it goes. Right out there was Talbot. Kiviranta on the forecheck. Gustafson. Flip that one through neutral zone. Finney. Back Drury now with the puck from the corner. Flips that one ahead. Kiviranta was there out of the zone. 3:07. Gustafson in. Oh, a nice hit there from J.C. Confer, finishing it on Drury. Gustafson now behind his own net. Right wing, plays that along in the neutral zone. In deep at the back wall. Mackenzie Blackwood almost took it away from the puck. He didn't. Middleton was there. Kiviranta. Bardakov was there. And Taylor McCarr plays that through the neutral zone. Number 54, Gavin Brindley was there. Played back to 05. Burns. Peter Middleton. Through the neutral zone, taken away. Soderblom in on a dump and chase. Burns is there. Gustafson to the right wing. 1:43. Leads that one ahead. Raymond on the rink wide pass. Gustafson there. Whips that one around. Casper out in front and out of the zone. 1:30. .125. This will be shutout number 3 on the season as long as everything goes right for Mackenzie Blackwood. Off the draw. The right wing. Over the far side. Here from the Avalanche. Through the neutral zone. McCarr taking away Larkin. In the neutral zone, Nelson. Past the blue line and in deep. Dylan Larkin. Andrew Kopp throws that one in deep. At the back wall. The near side still jamming for it. Kopp is there. McCarr. 45 seconds to go for the Avalanche. In deep. Maybe a 2-on-1 developing. Did not get there. Great night for McKinnon. Larkin plays it across on the wink ride. Nelson pins Kopp. Now with it. Larkin. Harassed by Malinsky out in front. Nice defensive play from Manson. 20 seconds to go. Thrown in deep. Great night for great day for Nathan McKinnon. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 total points. Boos ringing out, but Mackenzie Blackwood with a shutout and a 5-0 win for the Avalanche, a big one at that, eliminating the 2-game skid, and they've hit the 80-point threshold, 81 total points on the season in win number 36. First team to reach 80 this year. 18th loss for the Red Wings. 5-0 shutout, largest in regulation season for the Avalanche all time. That'll do it on MHS2. I'm Chef Jones. Nobody long 7.